Hi everyone. Well, you might remember that last week I did a story about how Jane and I met, and I told the story of Doris Stokes and so forth. Well, by popular demand, Jane is now going to tell you her story about how we met and our connection with Doris Stokes. Okay, Jane, over to you. I'll do you a cup of tea.
Yeah, shut the door behind you, please. Good evening, everybody. My name's Jane Hamilton Parker. I'm the wife of Craig Hamilton Parker. It's a long story how Craig and I met. I was a one parent for many years on my own. Wasn't really interested in meeting anybody else, just really concentrating on my spiritual work. And my grandmother encouraged me, who's on the other side, the spirit world, to go to a spiritualist church with my girlfriends. And I asked, who is the medium tonight? And they said, it's Craig Hamilton Parker. Well, I imagined an old codger with a flat cap on. And first thing Craig said, I've got your grandmother here. And cheekily I said, she gets around, how is she? And he said, she tells me you're a medium and a clairvoyant, and I'd like a reading with you. For once in my life I could get my words up my mouth. And previous to that, John Stokes used to come to my house to do contact healing. We used to work together, and I can remember him saying, I can see you in a big wedding, Jane. I said, you can change that vision, John, because it's not going to happen. I wasn't interested, you see. Anyway, I met Craig, and I offered him a reading, and he said he would very much like to go out with me, take me for a drink. I said, well, I'm very sorry, but I don't drink. But you can take me to Harrods for tea and cakes, but no funny business. And he just laughed. Anyway, Doris Stokes was very important in both our lives, because John Stokes worked with me with contact healing, and Craig actually had a sitting with the late Doris Stokes because his sister had lost her husband, who passed with cancer. And I used to be a great admirer of Doris Stokes, and I'm sure that most of you remember what a wonderful lady she was. She was like everybody's grandma, and very down to earth, no sort of falseness with her or anything, just a very gentle lady that was so happy to work with the spirit world. And anyway, Craig and I decided, because Craig had an advertising agency and I used to be a nurse, a psychiatric nurse, so our journeys were both different, where Craig gave up his very, very wonderful advertising agency for me, and we both decided to work together for the spirit world. Now, it hasn't been easy, because we're dealing with people that have been very bereaved. They might have lost children, even animals are most important, also children and people that have been murdered, and very, very difficult. So you have to be very strong doing this work and have compassion and love in your heart, and most important, to give evidential proof, not fluff things around, but actually give proof. And I'm a great believer that the spirit world make the appointments for people to come to us. So we're actually going to bring it out in the open now in the theatres. I've always not wanted to do the theatres, because I've always wanted to deal with people in my home and help them. And but the spirit world had other ideas. So actually we're going to do our main theatre in Fern Hall on the 14th of February, which is on Valentine's Day. So do come along and see us, and tickets will be on sale very soon. Also, on March the 14th, we'll be at Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre, which is quite a big theatre. I think it takes 1,750 people. So I believe 36 tickets have already sold already. They only went on sale Friday. Do come along, and as Craig is coming along, my cup of tea, do join us. And I really, really hope that you have a lovely evening with me and Craig, because we certainly will enjoy your company, and the spirit world will definitely be there. God bless and peace be with you.